Hi, this is Pandora for TGN TV, and today I'm going to take you through the well-read achievement. There are 42 books within this achievement, and it is very long, so do bear with me, but we will get to all 42. And a lot of them are in the same place, so it's not so bad, but there is a lot of running around involved, so be warned and be prepared. Okay, so here we are in Scarlet Monastery. I have already cleared the dungeon, and I'll give you a quick rundown of the 13 books, yes, 13 that you will find in this one dungeon. I'm currently standing in the last boss's chamber room, and here there are 3 books, and they are all 3 are situated on tables. In this room here, there's no books in here, so don't let that fool you. And then we have like a library, very long room here, and there's a book on the table just here, another one on the table just here, and a third one on the table here as well. And there is like a little kind of cubby hole just behind the door, where there's a book here, and I will show you where they are just in a moment. And in these 2 rooms here, there's one here and another one here, and this one there's one here and another one there. They're not trying to make it hard for you to find them, guys, so don't worry. And just here there's another one in here and one more in the Gallery of Treasures. So let's make our way back through the dungeon and I'll show you where they are. So here we have the Ice Crown and the Throne, sorry. That's number 26 in our list. Then we have number 27, which I'm not even going to try and pronounce. It's the Forming of the Scourge, or however you'd like to pronounce it. And the third one in here, we have the Civil War of the Plaguelands, which is book 4 on our list. So let's head through to here. As I said before, there are no books in this room here. This is just where some of the trash are. And then we go on to here, and then we're greeted with a book on the table here. We have the Scourge, and that is book number 38, and then we have another one on the table just here, Beyond the Dark Portal, which is book number 3 in our sequence of books, and then we have another one here, The War of the Ancients, which is book 40, so they're in no linear order whatsoever. And here's the little secret one I was telling you about. It's very easy to kind of miss it because it's just on the floor and it's not something you're kind of looking for, you know. But here we go, there's one here, and that is Archimonde's, yes, an interesting name, Return on the Flight to Kalimdor, and as you can see the name's kind of off the end there. But that is book number 23 in our sequence. And then, where's the other one? There it is. Just hiding around the corner here. See, and we're here. So it's there. And we have the Troll Wars, and I do believe that is... oh, I think I've forgotten. Sorry. That is book number 2, so that's again is quite high up on the list. And we have the other one here. The World Tree and the Emerald Dream, which is book number 20. And that's just the 2 books that are in here, there are no others. And there's 2 more in this room as well. One in the corner here. War of the Spider, which is book number 41. That's quite close to the bottom of the list. So, but yeah, I mean this dungeon is only a level 30 dungeon. I think it's 30. So the mobs in here should be fairly easy if you're level 50 or above or so. Here we have Aftermath of the Second War, which is book number 22. And to actually get the recognition for the achievement, you don't have to read through the entire book. You can just open the book, so like I've been doing, but you can scroll through them if you actually want to read them. I've already read these, so I'm just quickly opening them to show you how to do it. Here we have War of the Three Hammers, which is book 21. And then the last but not least, book number 1 in the entire sequence, which is another name I cannot pronounce unfortunately. And it's And the Dragon Hunt, and this is book number 1. So this is why I started off in Scarlet Monastery. So that is it. That is all 13 books in here. And I mean, you should be able to solo this about level 50, 60 if you're a Pally or DK. If you're a mage, you might want to wait a bit longer, or maybe get a couple of friends to help you out. But it is very simple. And there are so many in here, it's totally worthwhile. Also, if you're doing a random dungeon, it might be worth just kind of running around and picking them up. That's probably the easiest way of doing it. That's how I've done it on all of my alts. So let's move on to the next set of books and see how we go. Okay, so here we are, folks, in Sholomance. Now, this is located in the Western Playgrounds, just to the right of Undercity, so it's very easy to get to. We are currently in the Reliquary. I can't even say that, God. I am utterly bad with my pronunciation. And there are 9 books in this room. It's quite a large room, as you can see. I've already cleared it to make things a bit easier. Now, there are a few duplicate books around. Quite a few of the ones you'll see in a minute we've actually already seen in Scarlet Monastery. However, it's always good to note where they are, as, well, you never know, you may have missed one. So here we go. We have the 7 Kingdoms, which is book number 39. We haven't seen this one before. And then we go over here, where we have the War of the Spider, which we have already seen before, and again that's book number 41, but it's always good to know where the other ones are if you couldn't find the other one. And again, another duplicate, Ice Crown of the Frozen, and the Frozen Throne. That's book number 26. We go over again, is it here? No, it's just up here, sorry, it's on the ledge. The Dark Portal and the Fall of Stormwind. This is a new one, and this is book number 13. And then we have, I think, is it down here? Yeah, it's here. Sargeras and the Betrayal, which I must have missed. There we go, just flick through here. And that is book number 10 in our list. Is there any here? Nope, there's none there. None there. But we have one here, the Scourge of Lordaeron. This is the one we've already seen. It's book number 38. I don't think there are any down here. No, there's not. What have we got? We have 2 here, though. We do have 2 here. I think one we've already seen. Yep, we've already seen the Calvary book. That is number 27, but we haven't seen this one. This is the Birth of the Lich King, and that is book number 33. And that is one we definitely need. Then we have one more, the Lich King Triumphant, which is book number 16. Now I have a slight problem with this, right? You have the Birth of the Lich King, which on the list is book number 33, and then you have the Lich King Triumphant. How can he be triumphant after he's born? Because surely 16 comes before 33. I don't know how they do this, and I don't know if the list is actually in like any kind of order, but that doesn't seem too right to me. But anyway, this is all the 9 books in the Reliquary. I don't know if there's more in Sholomance. We shall go and take a look, but considering there are 9, I figured we'd do a small segment on it, and if there's any more I'll do another one in a minute. Okay, so let's go see what we can find. Now there's no book here. I just wanted to open the gate and record the sound because I think these are pretty cool gates. I don't know if the entire room's going to pull if I do this, but just have a quick listen. Isn't that some kind of horror movie shit going on right there? That is pretty cool. So, I don't know if there's any more books in here. Quick look around says probably not. But as I'm recording, I might as well check it out. I don't think there is. There isn't. So yeah, that gate, that's just a pretty cool gate. I may put it in, I may not. Let's see. Okay, so we're still in Sholomance. This time we're in the Chamber of Summoning. We're a bit further along, and there are 4 books within here. So let's see what we have. We have The Old Gods and the Ordering of Azeroth, which is book number 17 in our sequence. And then there's like nothing for a little while. I mean, there was quite a few mobs in here, but again, I killed them before, because that just makes it a hell of a lot easier. But I can never remember where the books actually are, even though I've just found them 30 seconds before, which is quite annoying, as you can probably imagine. But here we have, there we go, there's one there. We have Old Hatreds. And, yeah, and that one is number 29 of our little sequence. And then there's another one here, which is, I can't even pronounce that, blah 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 of the Shadow Pact. So we have book number 7 in our sequence, and there's another one here, just a red cover one, Rise of the Blood Elves, give that a quick click through, and that is book number 5, and I do believe that's all of them. I have had a quick scan around, so that is the next lot. We're just here, just around this room here. It's fairly simple to find. There is a boss somewhere, I think. Maybe that room, I'm not quite sure. But yeah, that is the next 4 books. That makes a grand total of 13 books so far in this dungeon. And let's see what others we can find. Okay, we're still in Sholomance, but instead of being in this room, we're now in this room, which is down a couple of stairs. And there's a book where I'm standing now, and one over here. We have, where'd it go? There it is, over there. We have Exile of the High Elves this time, which is book number 5. Let's have a quick flick through this. And then just over here, which is quite just jump around. We have the Invasion of Draenor. So click that, and that is book number 35. So we're now currently up to book 15 in the dungeon of Scholomance. Is Scholomance? Yeah, sorry. Always forgetting. And yeah, let's see if there's any more. I'm not quite sure. I think we're coming to the end of this dungeon now. If we are, I'll move on to somewhere else. If not, then you'll see more from this dungeon. Okay. Okay, we're just in the viewing room, just here. We were here, and I've just gone through here, and I found one singular book. We have The Founding of Quillus, which is book number 31 in our list. It's just here, just one more. So we're now up to 16 books in Scholomance. Let's see if we can find some more. Okay, so here we are at the end room of Scholomance, and there are no more books, so we have a grand total of 17 books, which is quite a lot. That's actually a lot more than we had in Scarlet Monastery, and I just got the achievement, as you can see there, because apparently I haven't done it on my druid before. But a few things I wanted to point out is this dungeon is about a level 40 plus dungeon, so if you want to clear it on your own, maybe about level maybe 60, 65, possibly 70 would be best to do this. The mobs are fairly simple, but they are in quite a big group, so you might want to bring a friend or whatever. But obviously the best way of doing it is to just go through the dungeon finder and then pick up the books as you go along, explaining to people what you're doing, obviously. So this is the Scholomance part of our tutorial over. And let's move on and see what we're missing. Actually, let's have a quick look at how our progressing. So before we only had 4, and since I've done 2 dungeons, and that's only 2, we are basically over halfway there now. So let's get it cracking. Okay, so we're in kind of an unexpected place at the moment. If you look, we are just underneath Thunderbluff, which is not that far away from the Tauren starting place. We are currently in Belden Dig Site, which is just here. So yeah, take a good look at the map, and then you know where we are. We have 3 books here, in a quite bizarre area, just surrounded by little earth spirits. And we have Ironforge, the Awakening of the Dwarves. This was originally just in Ironforge on its own, and then I do believe since the patch you've been able to get it here. I'm not entirely sure about that, so if I'm wrong do correct me. And this is number 6 in our list, and it's quite a good one to grab. Otherwise you'd have to go into the Alliance Villages, which could end badly. We have another duplicate here, War of the Hammers, our number 21 book. This is the 3rd one we've seen of this now, so it must be pretty common, pretty popular. And third one we have here is the Battle of Grim Batol, which is book number 32. And this again is one I do believe that you'd only find in Ironforge. I'm not quite sure, don't quote me on that. But there we go, we have 3 other books which we need, and we are just here, just at the dig site. So it's very, very easy, very accessible. Even the Alliance could get here if they wanted to, which is always a plus for those who are Alliance. I am Hoard, so a lot of the things I will be doing will be for the forward side, because I do not have an Alliance capped character. I do have a 45 mage, but that's about it, and I don't really play her that often. I just really wanted to try out the Worgen starting area. So yeah, there's another 3 books. Let's go see if we can find some more. Okay, so we're here in Tenaris, in the town of Gazatan, and if you look, we have the flight point trainer there, and this is the inn you need to go to. All the buildings kind of look quite similar, so I just wanted to point it out exactly where you have to go, especially as the inn has moved since the Cataclysm. Here we have 3 books. We have Wrath of the Soul Flayer, which is our book 42 of the list, which is the last book on the list. However, we've not found them all yet. And we have The Emperor's Fall here, which is book 25. Click through that one. And The Twin Empires. Click through that one just there. And let's see how we're doing. I mean, we've got about 10 left, 12 left to find. These are very much scattered around the world. We're going to have to go quite far to get them. But hopefully we can do it, and hopefully it won't take too long, as I'm sure you're getting a bit sick of this now. It is a very long achievement, but it is a pretty cool one. So yeah, it's always good to have just hanging around, you know, for those people who are the real die-hard achievement whores. And yeah, let's see how we can do this. So we're now in the Caverns of Time. We were in Gazatan, we're now here, we're still in Tenaris. And you really want to use your flying mount here, otherwise you could miss it, because otherwise you go straight past it, you don't really see it, and it is just a hole in the wall. So let's go in and see what we can find. And we have the book just here, the Calvary and the Well of Eternity. This is book number 15, and I don't know where else this book is. I did have a quick look. If you do know where there are other copies, please leave a comment, let me know, I'm always interested. And let's go see what else we can find. Okay, so we're currently in Ratchet. We've got the flight point here, and then one of the books is straight up here. Ooh, okay, we have Charge of the Dragon Fights, and this is book number 24 in our list. Give that a quick read through. There's no others in here at the moment, but there is another one in the inn, so we do have 2 books in Ratchet. And I'll just show you where the inn is. If we fly, here's the inn, just over there. It's a pretty big building, can't really miss it. We'll just go into the back. I do believe it's at the very back, and there is only one in here again, so we do only have 2 in this area. So we have Mayan Hyjal and Illidan's Gift. Now this is book number 8 in our list. We've only got a few books left, so let's go and see if we can find them. Okay, so we're currently in Booty Bay, and I'm standing in a room where there are actually quite a few duplicates to what we've already found. Here we have the Scourge of Lordaeron, which we've already seen, the Twin Empires, Emperor's Fall, and Wrath of the Soulflayer. And I'm just showing you these in case you've missed them in anywhere else, and then I'll move on to the ones that we haven't seen before. So we go here, it's just here. This is the first book. Just pop into here, and it's just sitting on the bedside table, and it's the Sentinels of the Long Vigil, which is book 18 in our quest. So we'll just go along there, and then the second one, which we haven't seen before, if I can get out. These damn things. So we go through here, in the inn, round the corner, if I can get in, dismount. Dismounting's always good. Taurons are big enough as it is. Up the steps, and it's just on the table here, yep. We have Sunwell and the Fall of Quillus, and this is book number 31. I do believe that's the only 2 books in here that we haven't seen, as well as the 4 we already have, and I do believe we've got about 6 left to find, so let's go find them. Okay, so I'm currently hovering over the Alliance base called Norse Watchhold. Now this is the only place I have found one of the books, and I'm just going to see if I can get in there and make sure it is actually there. Luckily I'm a druid, so I can just change form and go all sneaky and walk down the steps, and hopefully we'll find that either it's on the stairs or it's on the bottom. And I think, there we go, if you look there, we do have 2 books. We have Lengthy of the Orcs and the New Hoard. I don't know if there's any more going down the stairs. If there's not, I'm just gonna drop down, and then I'm gonna read them. As you can see, I've already died here trying to get here. There's one book. There's the other. Click through them. I'm still in stealth form. That's good. That's always good to know. So yeah, you can just stealth in here and pick them up. So we only have 3 books left, and let's go see if we can find those. Let's look at the achievement. Oh, sorry, no, 5 books we're missing. I thought there was less than that. If you look, lots of green names, very, very good. Let's sneak out of here and go and find the rest. Okay, so here we are in the top room in the Inn and Stonard. So yeah, if you use a portal to get here, you just appear just down there. Just walk up the stairs. Here we have the New Hoard. Now we've seen this one before, book 37, but it's here if you haven't already seen it. And Rise of the Hoard is book number 30. And this is the only place I know where it can be. Of course, if it is somewhere else, leave a comment and let me know. And I believe those are the only 2 books in Stonard. Have a quick look around, but I do believe that is... Oh no, hang on, there is one on the table here. What do we have? The Dark Portal. I can't remember where we've seen that one before, but I'm fairly certain we've seen it before. And we've only got a few left, so let's go see if we can find them. Okay, so now we are in Thelsmar, in Loch Morden, and we are in the inn, I believe, and we have the Last Guardian book, which is one that we do need, and it is book number 36. It's just there, so if you're a druid or a shaman or whatever, you can kind of sneak your way in here. You don't have to worry about killing anybody, otherwise you do alert everyone that you're here, so just kind of sneak back out. and let's go find some more. Okay, here we are in the Wayfarer's Rest Tavern with the book The Alliance of Lordaeron. Now this is book 11 in the list that we have. It's quite a big book. I think it's 16 pages. Yep, 16 pages. There is another one in Silvermoon, because we are just here, just to show you on the map. There is another one here. I'm not 100% sure where it is, so let's go try and find it. So I've located the second book in Silvermoon, which is just here. The first one was found in the inn over there, and this one is just in the Arcane Goods shop. And if you want to see on the map, it's just the shop here, and it's in here to the right on the very back. I'll just show you where it is. It's a bit of a dark colour, so it's really difficult to see it on the crate if you're just doing a quick sweep. So yeah, we have the Betrayer Ascendant, and this is book 12 in our list. So now we only have one book left to find, which is in Sholomance or Stratholme, one of those. I'm just going to go try and find it now. And then we will finally have completed our long-awaited achievement. Okay, I've just found the last book, and I did just die trying to get it. As you can see, I'm surrounded by Alliance enemies and apparently a mage. But it's very difficult to kind of get in there, run around, try and find it. So I'm going to resurrect right by where the book is, and then show you where it is. Here we go. So if you look at the rooms, there's 3 rooms here. Now I can take my time, now I'm dead because they can't attack me. There's my corpse, as you can see. So if you go through to the second room, the book is just here. The Founding of Quillus. This is book 34 and the last book that we need on our massive quest to get the Well-Read achievement, which is, let me find it. I really should have been a bit more prepared. There we go, Well-Read. As you can see, it's the last one we need. Let's close that. Let's resurrect. And let's open it, and ding, there we go. And that concludes our very long journey to get the Well-Read achievement. Now let's see if I can get out of here without dying. Thank you guys for watching. Leave any comments and don't forget to thumb me.